Hi Stampers, Donna Gray here, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. Bringing you a wedding card today made from the Sew in Love bundle in the Occasions catalogue. Our Occasions catalogue is out at the moment. It's live until the 31st of May. It has a lot of beautiful different bundles in this catalogue. Great time for buying from Stampin' Up at the moment. We have Sale-A-Bration time on, very exciting times. For every $90 that you spend out of either the Occasions catalogue or our annual catalogue, you will receive an item out of our Sale-A-Bration catalogue absolutely free. Now, getting a deal like that is absolutely awesome. Best time to get in and try and get a bit of a stock up from Stampin' Up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wedding card, and I'm going to do it with the Sew in Love bundle. That is on page 52 in our Occasions catalogue. Comes in a bundle, so you save 10%. If you're a person like me and you like stamping and you die cutting as well, only way to go. Great to bundle them together. They can be bought separately, but you will get them at a better price if you bundle them together. So we have the So Detailed Thinlets in this bundle. They have a beautiful edge thinlet. They also have two other detailed thinlets that you can use, like belly bands and inserts into your cards. Okay, so today I'm actually going to make a card similar to this one here in the catalogue. You also get some beautiful stamps. They come wood mount or clear, so depending on which way you like to go. Okay, so today I'm actually going to use crumb cake as our base. So you will need a piece of crumb cake, 6 1/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches, and I've scored down both the sides. This is the 6 1/4 length, this is the 5 3/4 length. So along the long side, down both, it's on the short side. So the 5 3/4 inch side is this bit here. I've done a 1/4 inch score line there and a 1/4 inch score line there, so it will actually fold in because we're going to put the detailed pieces stuck onto that. You'll also need another piece of crumb cake about 6 inches by 6 inches to be able to cut out a detailed thinlets out of. I've got some of the DSP that goes with the Sew in Love bundle, cut at 5 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. I've also got a piece of scrap sweet Sugarplum that I'm going to use for the front sentiment. And I'm going to use one of the ribbons that's out of the Sale-A-Bration, this beautiful gold ribbon. You can get the gold and you can get the silver as well. So I just thought I'd use the gold today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut these are the thinlets that come in the set. As you can see, very detailed. Precision base plate will be a must for this. At the moment I don't have mine, so I'm actually just going to use my magnetic platform, but definitely the precision base plate will make cutting these out a lot easier. So with your 6 inch by 6 inch crumb cake piece, we're going to bring in the big shot. Okay. And place down. Sorry, I'll get it more in the camera a bit. Okay, so just going to place our thinlet die down. If you're familiar with big shots, to the outside is the best place to sit these thinlets so that you make sure that they cut through really well. Now I'm actually, because I'm not using the precision base plate, I'm actually going to run it back through the other way, just to make sure we get a really nice cut. And we did. Okay, now this is a time where we need to bring in our die brush. So, yeah, pop that out of the way again. Our foam pad and our die brush to get all the pieces out of this. So simple thing, pop it onto the foam mat, run the brush over, and all those pieces come out. Makes it so much easier, and it just pops straight out of the die like that. A few little pieces still in there. But as you can see, an absolutely beautiful, intricate die cut. Okay, now you can see those pieces just fell out, and the die actually fell out of the paper cardstock actually fell out quite easily out of that. Okay, so we'll pop that through again and cut the second one out. Pop our piece of crumb cake on there. Magnetic platform is awesome for keeping your die in place to cut it through. I'll also cut our sweet sugar plum piece as well as we're going, and then all of our die cutting will be done. And that cut through perfectly. Okay, run the die brush over again, get all the pieces out. As you can see, just falls out. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that's those two pieces. And we'll get our sweet sugar plum. Sorry, just clean that up. And I'm going to use this one here just to make a little label for the front. And pop that on. Plate on. And run that through. And back through again. Okay. Bring in that die brush again and the foam. And there we have that one. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so that's all our die cutting out of the way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our base back in again, the 6 1/4 piece by 5 3/4 crumb cake. Now where our fold lines are, score lines, we're going to fold in just like so. And same on the other side. Now I normally would have a bone folder for this, but at the moment I don't have one on me, so I'm just going to use a block. Acrylic block does the same job. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our two pieces like so, and they're going to sit straight across like that. So I'm going to use our multi-purpose Tombo because you get a little bit of wiggle room with it, so make it much easier to glue them in position. Okay. So I'm just going to pop this one on, lining it up with our fold edge, getting a nice even amount there. Press it down until it takes hold, which as you can see, Tombo takes hold very quickly. So I'm going to do our next piece. This is a very quick and easy card to make, but looks like you've spent so much time due to the detail that there is. Okay. So there you have our base, already looking absolutely stunning. Okay, so now on our DSP piece that is 5 3/4 by 5 1/2, I'm actually going to stamp that. I'm using a different stamp set. This is out of our annual catalogue. This is our floral phrases, and we also have the thinlits that go with this set as well. Very similar to the So In Love. So In Love is a lot finer though. The detail of it is way finer. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the stamp May Your Love Grow Stronger, Deeper and More Beautiful with Every Passing Year. Okay, So we're going to grab that. I'm also going to use Crumb Cake as our colour ink for that. And grab a pad. Okay, so normally what I do is I line up, stamp like that, nice and straight. Line up my acrylic pad nice and straight so that you know then when you line up, when you're stamping, it'll be nice and straight. So make sure you get your ink pad stamped up really nice. Now Crumb Cake is going to be quite nice and soft colour wise on our piece of DSP. Okay, very nice. Okay, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' scrub and clean my stamp. If you haven't seen the Stampin' scrub work, absolutely beautiful for cleaning your stamps and keeping your stamps nice and conditioned. Has a wet side and a dry side. Very easy, as you can see, quick and easy for keeping your stamps nice and clean. Okay, now in the So In Love stamp set, there's a really nice flower, delicate flower. So I'm actually going to stamp some of these flowers down in the corner of our insert using our Crumb Cake again. Ink it up. Now I'm actually going to stamp off a little bit with this. I'm going to stamp one on. And then off, off, and off. And as you can see, creates a beautiful corner. So same thing in the top corner, stamp one on, one off, one off. Okay, very good. And there we have our insert. Clean my stamp again with my Stampin' scrub. Okay, and in your Stampin' scrub, you use your Stamping Mist spray. You have a wet side and a dry side, so you always spray your spray to clean it on your wet side, and then your dry side dries them. Keeps your stamps in really good nick. It's a really handy tool to have. Okay, so that's our insert piece. So I'm actually going to use our fast fuse today to glue our inside. As you can see, the DSP, beautiful on both sides. Now, when you're using fast fuse, always flick it to the side to make it disconnect really well. Be very, very careful when you're about to place your piece of cardstock, because it has to be exactly in the right place, because you get one chance at it. Okay, and there you have it. Beautiful. Okay, as you can see, already looking absolutely stunning. Now what I'm going to do is, for the front little piece, I'm actually going to use I'm thinking the Wedding Wishes will fit. Yes. Okay, so we're going to take our Sweet Sugarplum piece and we're going to stamp the Wedding Wishes, and that's out of our Floral Phrases again, this one here. Okay, so pop him on, and Crumb Cake again. Make sure I've got him straight. Okay. Straight down. Straight up, very nice. Okay, now I actually have a little bit of ink came off the edge of my stamp there. I'm probably going to use some Diamantes and be able to salvage that. Now, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to cut away some of these little pieces, but I want to leave it a little bit intricate for our little tag. Okay. Just so it has a bit of interest rather than just the little tiny tag. That. So as you can see, you can really play around with these dies and get some different looks. You don't necessarily have to use the whole entire die cut. Okay, I think I'm going to take that off. And that piece. That looks better. Okay, so that's going to go on the front. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the ribbon to keep it shut. And what I tend to do too is measure my ribbon first before I go to try and do my bow, because a lot of the time if you cut it first before you measure, then you find you end up wasting a lot of ribbon when you don't need to. Okay, that. Our wedding wishes, I think I'm going to pop on the ribbon. I'm going to move my ribbon sideways and then pop our wedding wishes in the middle, like so. Okay, so with that, I'm actually going to use a glue dot, a couple of glue dots just to stick it to our ribbon. I'm actually going to put them directly on the ribbon so that we know that we've got them exactly where we want them. 2 glue dots on our ribbon. Place our lovely wedding wishes there. Snip our ribbon off. And there you have a beautiful, quick, easy wedding card. Okay, made with our So In Love bundle from our Occasions catalogue. Our Occasions catalogue runs right through until the 31st of May. Our Sale-A-Brations, though, unfortunately finishes at the end of March. So if you want to make the best out of getting some free items when you purchase $90 worth of Stampin' Up, you get a free item. Now is the time to cash in on that special with Stampin' Up. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. My name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. If you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Feel free to click onto my website. I will have the link down below this video in the Show More box to my online store where you can shop 24/7. Very easy, shows you everything that's in the catalogues, everything that's available with Stampin' Up at the moment. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you. Happy stamping.